Alright, let's dive into the deep end of your mind's ocean, where the waves of your thoughts crash and the undercurrents of your beliefs swirl like a goddamn whirlpool. You're not here to tiptoe around the shore, splashing in the shallows of feel-good bullshit. No. We're plunging into the abyss to rewire the circuits of your soul, to teach you how to surf the chaos of your triggers and beliefs like a badass riding a tsunami. This is a hypnotic script laced with neurolinguistic programming, Ericksonian hypnosis, and a divine masculine father energy that's going to slap you awake with a no-nonsense truth bomb. Buckle up, because we're about to reframe your reality with metaphor, analogy, and a sprinkle of profanity to make it stick like superglue to your subconscious. Picture your mind as a vast steampunk factory, all gears and pistons, chugging along, producing the movie of your life. Somewhere in that factory, there's a rusty old lever, a trigger. When it gets pulled, it's not just a bad feeling that explodes like a firecracker, no. That's the smoke, not the spark. The spark comes from a limiting belief, a sneaky little gremlin that's been hiding in the machinery since some ancient fuck-up. An initial sensitizing event, a trauma, or a belief that you've been chanting like a broken record for so long, it's carved itself into your identity like graffiti on a brick wall. For example, let's say someone cut you off in traffic and your blood boils like a volcano ready to erupt. You think the anger starts with the asshole in the BMW, but it doesn't. It's that lever getting yanked, wired to a memory from when you were a kid. Maybe when your dad yelled at you for spilling juice, and you internalized, I'm not good enough. That's the real culprit, not the dickhead on the road. The science backs this, your amygdala, the little almond-shaped bastard in your brain. It lights up like a Christmas tree when a trigger matches an old memory, flooding you with cortisol and adrenaline, making you feel like shit. As you notice that spark, that trigger, you can pause, breathe, and see it for what it is. A rusty lever, not your truth. You can trace it back, like a detective following clues, to the moment it was wired into you. And as you find that source, you can reframe it, rewrite the code, and feel your reaction shift effortlessly, naturally, now. Zoom out now to the big picture, like you're soaring above that factory in the hot air balloon. From up here, you see the whole damn system. Those limiting beliefs, they aren't just one lever. They're chains wrapped around your potential, keeping you tethered to a safe but soul-sucking harbour. These beliefs, they're like old crusty pirates whispering, stay here, mate, it's safe. Even as they rob you of your joy, your drive, your fucking life force. They trick you into thinking monotony is safety. But it's a slow death, draining you like a vampire, sucking your energy dry. But here's the kicker. Confusion. That thing you avoid like a plague. It's actually the key to breaking those chains. Confusion is like a storm that shakes the tree of your mind, letting the rotten fruit of old beliefs fall away. Neuroscience says it best. When your brain hits a state of cognitive dissonance, it's forced to reorganize, to evolve. That's where growth happens. Genius, insight, empowerment. It's like your brain is doing a fucking software update, installing a new operating system that serves you instead of screwing you over. As you embrace the storm of confusion, you allow your mind to reorganize, to evolve, to grow stronger, wiser, freer. You can let go of those chains, those old beliefs, and feel your energy soar, your joy ignite, your life force pulse through you like a goddamn supernova. Now let's talk about connection, because you're already a fucking pro at this, even if you don't know it. Think about when you're with your best friend laughing over a beer, or when your dog looks at you with those soulful eyes, and you just get each other. That's matching and mirroring, not some robotic mimicry, but a natural dance of curiosity and care. You're not thinking about yourself, you're lost in their world, like a jazz musician riffing off their vibe. Science says this works because of mirror neurons, those little bastards in your brain that fire when you observe someone else, creating a bridge of empathy when you focus on the other person, their posture, their tone, their energy. You're not just copying them, you're syncing up, like two radios tuning to the same frequency. That's rapport, and it's fucking magic. But here's where you might get stuck. You're afraid to lean into this dance because you worry people will think you're weird or manipulative. That fear is just another limiting belief. A ghost from some past rejection whispering, don't stand out, don't risk it, fuck that noise. If you don't connect, you're stuck in your own head, isolated, like a ship lost at sea. As you focus on the other person with curiosity and care, you naturally match their rhythm, their energy, their world. You feel the connection deepen, like roots intertwining, and you know it's safe to let go of fear, to dance this dance, to build bridges of rapport effortlessly. Your mind is like a computer, running programs, strategies that dictate how you think, feel and act. To change them, you've got to crack the code, like a hacker breaking into the matrix. Start by noticing when you feel that bad vibe. What's the sequence? Maybe you see something, a trigger like a rude email. Then you say something to yourself. I'm such a fuck up. Then you feel that gut punch of shame. That's your strategy, and it's running on autopilot. The NLP meta model is your decoder ring. It's like a fucking X-ray machine for your thoughts, helping you ask, what specifically triggers this? How do I know this feeling means I'm a failure? What else could it mean? By questioning the structure, you unravel it. For example, I worked with a guy who got pissy every time his boss gave him feedback. We traced it back. The trigger was his boss's tone, which reminded him of his critical dad. We reframed it. His boss's tone was just a habit, not a judgment. And suddenly, feedback felt like a chance to grow, not a kick in the nuts. As you notice your strategies, you can question them, unravel them, like pulling threads from an old sweater. You can rewrite the code, reframe the meaning, and feel your reaction shift. Your confidence grow, your power expand easily and naturally now. The top patterns that fuck you up. Here's the shit that keeps you stuck. Catastrophizing. You turn a tiny fuck up into the end of the world. Spill coffee, you're a failure. Science says this is your brain's negativity bias, hardwired to focus on threats. But it's outdated, like a caveman running from a saber-toothed tiger. All or nothing thinking. You're either perfect or total fuck up. No middle ground. This traps you in a binary prison, killing nuance and growth. Self-blame. Everything's your fault, even when it's not. That's your brain's attempt to control the uncontrollable. But it's like trying to steer a hurricane. Avoidance. You dodge confusion, risk, or change because it feels safer. But that's like staying in a burning house because you're afraid of the cold outside. As you recognize these patterns, you can interrupt them, like flipping a switch. You can choose flexibility, curiosity, courage, and feel your mind expand, your energy ignite, your life transform. Why are you afraid and how you fix it? You're scared to change because your brain is a lazy bastard wired for homeostasis. It's like an old dog that doesn't want to learn new tricks. Plus there's social fear. What if people think you're a weirdo for trying this NLP shit? But here's the truth. Those fears, they're just echoes of old rejection, not reality. If you don't act, you're stuck in a loop, like a hamster on a wheel, running but going nowhere. The karma of inaction is stagnation, depression, a life half lived. But if you embrace this, reframing triggers, rewriting beliefs, building rapport, your life becomes a fucking rocket ship. You'll connect deeper, feel freer, and unleash creativity and confidence that you didn't even know you had. Science says neuroplasticity makes this possible. Your brain can rewire itself, forming new patterns like a city rebuilding after a storm. As you let go of fear, you embrace change. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, you feel your mind rewire, your confidence soar, your life transform. It's a vibrant, powerful adventure now. The karma of action versus inaction. If you follow this path, you're like a gardener, pruning dead branches, letting your potential bloom. You build relationships that feel like warm campfires, make decisions with clarity, and live with a zest that lights up the fucking room. But if you don't, you're stuck in the swamp of your old beliefs, sinking deeper into apathy, depression, and a life that feels like a grainy, black and white film. As you choose action, you plant seeds of empowerment, growth, connection. You feel them sprout, bloom and transform your life into a vibrant masterpiece now and forever.